Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my storytime channel. How are you guys feeling today? I'm going to tell another story. Get ready. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I'm going to try to keep it shorter than 18 minutes like my last video. I knew a lady, once upon a time, from, I've known her for quite a while, but 2 years ago, she and her husband got sick with COVID, and her husband passed away. Her husband passed away with COVID, from COVID, and she also had COVID. You know, she's still here, obviously. So myself and quite a few other people gave her our number in case she needed anything at all, just anything at all. And she's older, 55 plus. One day she texted me. She asked me if I could take her to the laundromat, and so she said she needs to wash her laundry. I said sure. I assumed I was just gonna pick her up. We made arrangements. I'm gonna pick her up, and I was just assuming she's gonna wash her laundry at my house, but she wanted to go to a laundromat. So I get to her house, and I'm like she doesn't live that far from me, by the way. And I'm like, where's the laundromat? Like, from around here, like, where's a laundromat? I've never seen a laundromat around here. So she's like, oh, there's not one. I mean, there's one, but it's not too far away. She Googled it and everything. She's like, it's really nice. And by the way, her washer and dryer were not connected. She has a washer and dryer, but she ordered, the ones that she just bought were pre-owned. And when the people bought it to her house, they didn't hook them up. Because it's not a professional company or whatever, she just bought them pre-owned online from somebody, and she didn't have her car because she put her car in the shop, and it was taking her a long time to get her car back. But she didn't want to rent a car, so I'm gonna take her to the laundromat. So I put the address in my GPS, and it says 40 minutes away. I'm like, 40 minutes away, like, okay, I'm gonna do it because she needs to have her laundry done. By the way, it was just one load. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'll make the time for this today. And it's a good time to catch up with her, because I text her here and there, how are you feeling? Because, you know, some people don't want to reach out. And she's the type of person really who's a lender, not a borrower. I do know that about her. So once in a while I check on her, like, just like, how are you feeling, every couple of months or something. So I take her to the laundromat, and I didn't go in there. You know, I'm just gonna let her take care of her business. I stay in the car. I start looking through my emails, and a while later, like, she got back in the car. She got back in the car, and we're just chatting. She went back in the laundromat. I hear a man just yelling and yelling and yelling, and I didn't know where it was coming from. I wasn't sure where it was coming from, because the laundromat is really big, and it's like in a shopping center. Other stores are around it and everything, but this laundromat's really big. It was the kind of laundromat that has a dry cleaners in it. It has the laundry service. Well, probably every laundromat probably has a laundry service, but this laundry service was like full on going. They had the vans that come and pick up the laundry. You know, if you have someone get your laundry, take it, wash it, and then bring it back. Like, they had that service. I don't know what that's called. Laundry service, I guess. So it was like a big laundromat that had like everything in it. You wanted something tailored, like I said, there was like a dry cleaners in there, and you could get your clothes tailored. It was really big and nice. But so I hear all this yelling. She's in there, by the way, and I hear a man just irate, like he's just going crazy. So after a while, I figure out it's coming from the laundromat. So when she didn't come back, and I still hear the yelling, I went in there, because I'm like, it seems like she would have come back, you know, in the car by now. Especially now I know that the yelling is coming from the laundromat, because now the man is near the door. He's yelling, and just crazy. So I went in there. The man is yelling at her. The man is screaming, and he's just crazy, just saying just the wildest things. Like, I don't know, to me just seemed like it escalated from nowhere, because one minute everything's fine, and then all of a sudden just all this yelling and screaming. The floor in the laundromat, half, like the area where the washers were, flooded, completely flooded. Not something where you just can be like, okay, let's just go get the mop and get this area, you know, and like cone it, put something here, like don't walk, this is wet over here. No, flooded. What happened was her washer broke. All the water was flooding from under the machines, and it was like a non-stop flow. So half the laundromat, where all the machines were, completely flooded all the way to the door, to the front door. So he's yelling. He's on the phone with the owners. The owners are on vacation, and he's FaceTiming with them. The owners are on there. He's talking with them, and she's freezing up. She's frozen up, because if you're a lady and you're watching this, or girl, and you've never been yelled at by a man, like crazy scream, yelling, being called out of your name, just awful things being said to you, that is terrifying. It's terrifying. It's terrifying, especially if you grow up in a family, like I'll say for example, my family, where my dad, who's never yelled at me, my brothers, uncles, cousins, no one. Like when there are no men yelling besides your mom telling you to do something 3 or 4 times, like by the time she gets to the 4th time, then now she's raising her voice because you're still in the driveway riding your bike around and you haven't come in, and she's already just told you, you know how moms start out, you're cool, come in, come do this. But you know, I'm using moms because that was how, like growing up, if somebody was going to be getting loud after saying something quite a few times, it would be my mother. So this is how, from what she's explained her life, this is how she's never had any man to yell at her. She said not even her late husband. So it's a terrifying experience if you've never had that happen, for a man to just be irate and just nonstop, and then, like I said, calling you out of your name. Just, it's craziness. So anyways, the floor's flooded. Her machine broke. She didn't know how to fix it. So he told her to take her clothes from the machine, but she was saying that she couldn't open the machine because it was locked. So when he unlocked it and told her to take her clothes out, the clothes were fully soaked. So she figured just wring the clothes out on the floor and put them in the basket and swim over to the dryers. Literally swim over to the dryers and put the clothes in there. So he sees her wringing out her sheets and things on the floor. He lost it. He completely lost it. So I'm like, okay, we should have just done this at my house. We could have just, this is just madness. But she's like, I don't like to ask people for things. And whoever's going to be in the comment section saying, well, she asked you for a ride there, I was thinking the same thing. Like, you asked me for a ride here, you might as well just came a little bit, you know, I'm down the street, but I'm not too far from you. You just could have came to my house and avoided all this. At least if you would have flooded my house out, I wouldn't have been yelling at you at all. So I forget how I wanted to tie this up. I wanted to say he's FaceTiming with the owners, and they're telling him he's terminated. And I don't know why. I don't know if something happened before this. I don't know any prior history to this. So they're telling him he's terminated. He spit on his phone. He's talking to them, but he would have probably spit on them if they were right face to face with him. He spit on his phone. So they're still yelling back and forth with each other. Then he throws his phone. After he throws his phone, he starts saying, I don't need to work this job anyway. I was just doing this just to kill time. And for one, no. Nobody works. I feel like nobody works those kinds of jobs just to kill time, getting a job at the laundromat. Maybe there are some people who's doing that, but there's so many other things. He's like, I don't need the money. I'm wealthy. And I'm like, you should have chose another thing to do than the laundromat. So, I mean, no judgment. Maybe he wanted to choose the laundromat, but you don't need the money. You just want to kill time. You chose the laundromat? Like, no. And you were actually employed there. So, I don't know. Something's not right in the buttermilk. Well, I feel like somebody who's just wealthy, why are you there? You could, anyway. So yeah, he spits on his phone, crazy. He throws his phone, then he comes outside and he takes his shirt off and starts swinging his shirt around. By this time, I told her, like, you're already wringing your clothing out. I don't know. Let's try and put it back in the basket. We can get something. I don't know. I'll lay something out at the back part of my car and you can put the clothes in there. Let's just dry them at the house. But no, she wanted to stay. She wanted to dry them there. And she's telling me the other side is dry. The other side is dry, like on the floor. And I'm just like, how do you even want to stay here? Like, you're frozen with fear with him yelling at you. You're not really, like, defending yourself, saying you don't have anything to do with the machine breaking. You don't know how the water started. So, long story short, I stayed there with her. But this time she got in the car when she put the clothes in the dryer. The guy was still yelling things, and everybody in the laundromat's looking at him. People are asking for refunds. He's just, at this point, he's knocking empty containers like detergent bottles and stuff off the, you know, the tables that you fold your clothes on in there. Knocking empty containers, just ballistic, just crazy. The other employees are telling him, well, just come in this room. It was some room, it's a glass window. You could see they have, like, if you need to buy your fabric softener or whatever, you could go in that back room. It had some chairs in there. You could see it was like a glass window right through there. It looked like an office. But anyway, yeah, that was like a crazy experience to even see somebody who is, I don't want to say in a profession, but you're at work and you are yelling and calling and screaming and just completely irate, just completely crazy, you know, at a person who, she didn't break the machine. She just used the machine and something broke on it. So anyways, we started talking. I told her about TaskRabbit, to like have somebody come over there and hook up your washer and dryer, because I absolutely am not doing this again. If she doesn't have her washer and dryer hooked up, she could come to my house, but I'm not going somewhere that she referred. For one, it was 40 minutes one way to even get there, because it was just far away. You know, they don't have washer and laundromat in every area or every neighborhood. So yeah, that was like the craziest thing that I had seen that day. So the day ended well, but I've never seen such, this man was, and then he kept spinning in circles and like hopscotching around, like just by himself. No one initiating this wildness, but like doing like hopscotches, like jumping around with his feet, but like going in a circle through the water, and then kept jumping back and forth over the mop. He threw the mop on the floor. But I'm just like, I don't know, this man may be on medication. Maybe this is a side effects of something that he's on. I can't help but to think, I'm sure something was not right, so I'm just making it be maybe side effects of medication. I don't know, but he went nuts. And I'm pretty sure, since they told him right there over the phone, we could hear them, that he's terminated. I don't know what he needs to go in his own home and chill or something. But so that's what happened. I don't know where I was taking this. You guys, if you have an anger problem, talk with somebody who could get you the therapy. You're gonna pray about it. Pray about it, definitely, because like I say in my videos, we really fight against spirits. We do not fight against flesh and blood. We're fighting against spirits. It's the unseen beings that can enter people's bodies, and just anything could pop off. So when we're praying, you want to pray against spiritual type things, in the spiritual realm first, and then in this earthly physical realm. Okay, so it doesn't, you know, come to true here in this earthly physical realm. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. And for anybody going through anything, yeah, pray through it first. And you can, of course, talk with a counselor or somebody in this profession that could help guide you through this. Really not a person who's going to have you just tell stories and you're just going in a circle, you're just going to tell stories. But we need solutions here. So praying first, and then asking for God's guidance to show you what it is that you need to do if you're a person who you pop off and just the craziness. So I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this. So maybe I'll do it on Eid Day if you're watching this. Eid Mubarak, and maybe it will be after, maybe before or after, I don't know. I'll upload it. And inshallah, you guys take care. I'll come back with another story time. Hopefully one more exciting than this, but not too exciting where I'm getting scared. But like, I will talk to you inshallah later. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the night. And yeah, assalamu alaikum.